All right, we're going to go live. Let me start the local recording.
You are listening to The Richter Scale, your source for everything Blizzard Gaming and beyond. From coast to coast, here are your hosts.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Richter Scale TRS podcast. I'm your host, Richter. Today is November 15th, Sunday, 7 p.m. Well, quarter after 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We had a little bit of a problem with my computer, so we're a little bit late. But that's all right. We're all here this week. Nobody's at BlizzCon or, coming back from BlizzCon. So, gotten, you haven't gotten rid of your BlizzCon cred yet? Still got.
I haven't conquered yet. I'm waiting for the end of the day to declare myself officially conquered 3.
Oh, congratulations.
Need to wait a week. Last contact with BlizzCon.
Well, we've got the two hosts. We've got, I guess, you want to tell everybody right now? Reagan, or
Everybody
what's happening with you?
Sure.
All right. Well, temporarily, this is for now Reagan's last show with us.
No. Reagan, you can't do that.
The real life bosses, hit him in the face. So
You can't just leave me here with Peter.
That's risky business, but
you're doing 6 shows a month with me now.
I'm scared.
You're gonna start drinking even more. So, Reagan, what have you been up to around everything?
Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard. I know that you were staying up until
Well, I played on the PTR for Diablo 2.4 last night from 1 a.m. until 10 a.m. this morning. Simply just playing Barbarian because it's loads of fun with Might of the Earth, which we'll go into a bit later on what I hope Blizzard does with that, but
is it fun? I
it's very fun. The
I
build is extremely fun.
I was
I'm trying to tweak it and make it like an actual workable thing.
I was gonna download the PTR, and then I saw that it was 25 gigs. I'm like, I don't have time for that.
Dude, since playing it last night, I've downloaded 4 patches for it. I've had total about 6 gigs.
Yeah. And as always, we got Stone from WoW Challenges as our other host. Stone, how have you been in the world of Blizzard?
Good. That's pretty much it. Good.
No, good? Yeah.
Very tired from BlizzCon. Overwhelmed from BlizzCon. Doing a lot of convert to raid leveling, so I can play convert to raid because I can't afford a character transfer. If somebody can spot me $25 American, I won't take it, but thank you anyway.
Hey,
So it's a matter.
let me know when you get to level 96.
Alright, he's at 81
Right.
right now.
Yeah, let me know when you get to 96. I've got my I got a Worgen Death Knight over on Airy Peak and convert to Raiden. I've been meaning to get him up. It's just, I don't know. It's been hard. So I've been playing a lot more WoW. I've been raiding Hellfire. Started trying to do some of the pet dailies and that just because why not? And then 6.2.3 comes out on Tuesday. So I'll be running myself a lot of dungeons.
Excuse me.
Yeah, there's no excuse. So But no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what's happening in Heroes on Tuesday as well. Cho'Gall comes out, so if anybody doesn't have Cho'Gall, add me to friends, and I will help you spread the disease that is Cho'Gall. Yeah.
Which we will be doing.
Yes.
Is that the virtual ticket as well?
Yeah.
Is that-
Anybody who got the virtual ticket or went to BlizzCon got Cho'Gall, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of Heroes. I got Vala to level 8. I bought a stim pack. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play Heroes whenever.
I forgot those existed.
Yeah.
I used to buy those.
What is that?
Stim packs
Yeah,
are
like a
what.
50% bonus experience.
Yeah, the feeling of stim packs is what the game should feel like when you don't have a stim pack.
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
But you know, in pre-news news, did you know that they're going to be there's data mined that they're going to have a you can buy a yearly stim pack. Yes.
How much is that going to cost?
I don't know. Stim packs for a month are $10 at the moment. I'd probably say they're going to be about $100. Knock off $20, right?
Not worth it for just a thing, a thing that should be normal in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
And
not happening.
and
Not happening.
I've always felt that too when it comes to you know, leveling up my tunes in there, is that when you're not in a group, well, like, it's fine if you're in a group because you're still getting that extra XP and stuff like that. But if you're not in a group and you're just solo queuing, it is such a grind.
Yeah, like, you're almost level 40 and you don't have a level 10. I'm sure if you played the same character
Yeah,
every game, you'd be, like, past level 10 with it. But, like,
I have a lot of
that's
heroes that are like 5, 7, 6, 4. I've been trying to get all my level 4s to level 5 just for the extra gold.
my highest is almost 9, which is Tyrambe.
Really? I thought it was Nazebo.
I've played the most games with Tyrambe.
Tarandi's pretty badass. I really
But
should.
She's not even that good in, like, tier ranking, isn't she, though?
Yeah, she is.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah. In the she
I
was.
made a weird build with her last time we played. I didn't like it. I messed up bad.
Yeah, you were angry, but also the people that we're playing with were really,
Really bad.
really bad. So, you know, that's a thing. So, Pue says that Stone, you need to be this person's sugar daddy.
I'm brown sugar.
Yeah, the Zerg ID. Yeah.
Sugar daddy? Wait, but I no. If I'm the sugar daddy, that means I have money to spend, and I don't.
You don't?
No, I spent it. I spent it all at BlizzCon and doing that. I gotta save up. Plus, we wanted to.
Does
We wanted
my
to.
mic sound okay?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Julie says I sound weird.
Well, Julie is just.
But you always sound weird. She probably doesn't have a Subway cookie yet, so she might be wonky, right?
Yeah,
Don't tell her that. She'll go get one.
Julie, go downstairs, get yourself a Subway cookie, come back. You're a little hungry.
A Subway cookie. Right?
You don't hear things well when you're hungry.
I'm almost done my beer, so I couldn't really go for a cookie.
I see you're not drinking Corona today.
Yeah, congratulations.
You've upgraded.
Our voices are so quiet. Okay, let's.
Can we get sponsorship from Laker? On Brickhouse. Brickhouse, give us sponsorship. And then that might be our show.
Just for the beer.
So apparently your guys' voices are quiet. So I'm going to up this. Okay, this is fine apparently. So I'm going to up your guys' volume.
Well, I could like make love to my microphone.
Recording?
There, that should help.
Yeah, apparently me and Stone are kind of quiet, but I'm the quietest.
Is that better? No, Stone, wherever your mic is now, it's further away than it was.
I haven't moved it.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to?
In my mouth.
I won't be on. See, I
Oh, that is such an improvement.
work up here. I kind of want to get a microphone arm and have it kind of like over here in my face, so I have the mic in my face.
I'm playing up just had a mic stand.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, he's got a form up now. I'm gonna find this form.
Brown or yellow shirt. I like this guy.
Regular Stone, you don't sound so good.
I don't. I can't help it, man. I
It's
can
all.
try to volume from my mic, but I don't
Oh,
know if
it-
I can actually do anything.
I can turn my gain up real loud.
I don't even have my thing open. So I need to go and open Synapses. This is weird that we've never had this problem before.
Yeah.
Richter, were you trying to do the audio things that I sent you
No.
just now? Okay. I was gonna say if you were, stop.
We'll see if that did it.
Anyways, this is probably pretty boring. We should start talking about things we're trying to fix.
Yeah. So
Just a little bit.
I suppose I'm trying to fix what I can here. So we do have 6.2.3 is coming out this week. Cho'Gall is coming out. We also found out last week about the class changes that are going to be coming in Legion, which there's a lot.
I need to stand weird, Julie says. I think that's Julie.
Yep.
Yeah. So with that, I guess we'll hit the news.
Yeah, my mic volume is at max.
I can't put mine up.
So,
If I do, you guys will die.
well,
Is that any better? I'm trying.
okay, I'm really loud. This is terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Yeah, I'm listening now, and we're pretty quiet.
Okay.
Actually, you can't even hear me.
Wow.
Okay, now it should work. We should be okay.
I maxed out the volume on it, and I couldn't even hear myself. Fuck.
I'm hogging the sound.
In the sound. You are hot. In the sound. Do we have a clean tag on this show or no?
Shit. I don't know.
You son of... Trying to say that.
I know, right? Okay. Let me play this, and then we'll get into our news.
But you can't hear us or me at all.
You really need to shut your face when the news bumper's going on, buddy. So, Stone,
Keep your subway cookie. I was right. What? What was she right about?
That I was quiet.
Oh. He needs to stay in beard because he is the least beardy. Me?
yeah, you.
I had to shave my beard for BlizzCon. That's the only reason. And actually now I have to shave my beard once a week for my BiPAP machine, my mask, because otherwise it makes leaks.
Yeah, I don't. It's still extremely loud, like Ryan.
I'm extremely loud.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn myself way down.
But me, I can't hear me still at all. And Stone, I can barely hear.
Told you I can jack mine up, man.
This is terrible.
Like, we were doing so good. It's running, it's doing things, but now you just can't hear us.
Richter, I'm curious if are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Can you pause your recording and just see if the sounds okay for all of us?
Go
Because
on.
if the sound doesn't sound good, then then we have to fix it, right?
I suppose. Pausing local recording.
It's a goddamn thing, not as you cater to a different crowd. I don't cater to a different crowd. What? I want a Subway cookie.
Okay, we're trying to fix the audio here, so
Well, I'll keep talking. So you
It's
can,
importante.
yeah. So if you can hear me, right? Does that make sense? We need to keep talking.
yeah, you keep on talking.
Reagan.
Reagan.
I keep calling you by like your real name because I see it in Skype, and I have to remember to stop doing it.
I am so. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. Speakers are set to high. Rocketfish.
Rocketfish. It's not like your. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Pinko Kami. Putin's going to take over the entire world.
Hey. This is.
Wow. Putin's a crackpot.
Okay, now people should be able to hear you completely fine.
I don't know.
Let's hope.
Pinko Kami. I need a Subway cookie. I can't ever type plus.
Wow, okay. Oh, that's really loud, man.
Yes.
You're really loud
Oh my god, it's now you're quiet and Stone is like a million decibels higher than anything else in the world.
now. Okay.
Just wait till I start going over to the mic and making love to it.
Wow, okay. I turned my volume all the way down and I'm still loud.
Okay, I'm fixing it. It's okay. You think
Richter, son of a bitch.
I know I'm a terrible person. You all can just
I think I might need another beer.
go get one.
I am getting another beer.
I love the fact that we never have a script, and we just kind of like, oh god.
Well, we've never actually had this problem before.
No. Okay.
Usually the stream just doesn't want to work and we just say fuck it. But like
No, I'm not loud enough. Okay. I think I could put everything back to normal. I think I found out what the problem was. Marco. Oh,
Did you fix it?
I don't know.
Polo.
Marco.
A little. Marco Polo. Alright, you see this? Because it's going to be really loud. Hearthstone bottle opener. Oh yeah.
I can help you with that. Epic!
No. Oh my god, Stone is still super loud.
Stone super loud?
It's
You're
epic.
still quiet, Stone is super loud, and I'm still loud.
Richter, what are you doing, man?
Okay, there we go. Save. What have I done? What have
You
I
fucking
done?
broke it, man.
It seems like it. Oh my gosh. I'm okay. Are you guys still super loud?
I don't know, it hasn't gone through yet.
Oh Jesus.
Epic.
It's
2 beer o'clock.
It's 2 beer o'clock. I don't want to be breathing down somebody's throat like some kind of, I don't know, creepy guy.
Sexual psychopath.
Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about Blizzard.
Good?
I don't know.
Well, you're the sound guy.
Listening?
It's still really loud.
If
We're
I turn
quieter,
this-
but like
Am I louder though?
I think if you just turn yourself up a bit and just me and Stone down a tiny bit, it'd be fine.
I've turned myself up 75 and you guys down 200.
I don't know, man.
I'm not the sound guy. If I turn the sound on, you guys are gonna get the reverb and go and all that kind of crap.
Okay.
I cannot listen to the sound.
Okay, there we go. I think we got it.
We shall see. Eric down. I think she's commanding you, Eric. Down. Down. Get down. You're still on the screen, man. Get down.
Okay. Is this it? I think we got it.
Are we good?
I haven't said anything in a while.
Well, maybe you should say something.
Pinko Kami?
I can't do their volumes at the same time.
So is that like 35? Like what?
Oh, I know why. Here, I bet you it's a lot quieter now.
Son of a bitch.
What did you do?
I know what I did is I put an extra Skype in here to increase the volume.
Oh my god!
And I forgot about it because it's behind the screen of everything else.
Oh my
I
god.
think I fixed it.
I am so glad I have another Laker Strong 6.5 Brickhouse beer. If you would like to give us.
Yeah, you fixed it. I can. It's all right. I think. Everyone else will be the judge of that, though.
Okay.
Who is gonna pee?
Pue.
Away. Okay.
Hey.
So let's
Okay.
I've got to resume the local recording here. I'm glad that I can do that because.
Are
Okay.
you good? Yeah.
I think we're good.
Regan, are we good? Pink Tommy.
Marco.
Eric is still too loud. What about Stone?
If I just talk like.
Okay, good. Awesome. It's fine. Resume local recording.
Richter,
Okay,
you
we're
son
back.
of a bitch.
We're back. Eric's the one in the yellow. I guess that's Reagan. That's Reagan.
It's Reagan.
Reagan. Reagan is Eric. And I'm Richter, and that's Stone.
That way, right?
Yeah, that's right. Congratulations.
I think I got it.
Okay, so we did the news bumper. We're here. I think sound problems are fixed, depending what chat room says. Stone. Actually, you know what? Eeny, meeny, miny, Reagan. What's happening in Diablo?
Oh. Well, 2.4 came out.
Well, the PTR.
Well, it's not out, but it's in PTR.
Yeah,
And
like 29
the
gig.
the PTR queues aren't as bad, but they're still bad. I was in a 12-minute queue. It went up to 14 minutes. Took me 20 minutes, and then dropped down to 12, and then I got into a game instantly. So I was like, okay. But
What?
yeah, it was weird. It went from 12 to 14 to 12 to instant. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff. I went over it last week a lot. So, but this week I got to see kind of what the leaderboards are looking like, sort of. There's one major issue with that. One very big major issue. And Ryan, you know the rings, the Litany and Wailing Host?
Yeah.
Those useless pieces of junk rings?
Yes.
Well, right now, they have been changed. And it's a 2-set bonus that if you're not using any other set besides those 2 rings, for every ancient piece of gear you have equipped,
Oh yeah.
your damage is 800% more per each piece. So, remember how I told you that Crusaders were top?
That's why.
Yes, but that's because everybody is doing this. Everybody is using those 2 rings and just random legendaries and doing insane. But Crusaders are bringing it to a whole new level. The top Crusader, from what I checked this morning, was a 121.
What?
Greater Rift 121.
That means nothing to me, man.
Let's
What?
put it this way, Stone. The top right now, I think, on leaderboards, if I go and check, is probably roughly around solo Greater Rift 80, which is high and crazy and ridiculous.
Crusaders probably only like 60.
Yeah, Crusaders right now are no, they're 72 or 3 or 4,
Oh wow.
but 121.
You guys take it to another level. My highest character is like level 60, and I don't have it. So I'm at max level in my little world.
That's insane.
Yep, it's getting nerfed on Tuesday.
Well, yeah.
It's going back down to 100% per piece.
And then they'll bring it
And-
up to 400.
No, it's not moving. Blizzard just honestly did the 800% as a joke. They announced it in a blue post.
Oh, really?
They just wanted to see what would happen, just for shits, because it's a PTR. But once that comes out, well, I'll actually know what's good, because 4 out of the 6 classes right now are all using that. Barbs are the only class. Oh, Barbs and Demon Hunters are the only 2 classes that aren't doing it. Which Demon Hunters are hilarious. I was playing in a group last night, and the new Shadow's Bane, I explained it last week. It's got like impale damage, gives you full shadow power, runes, stuff like that. Hey, wait, how can you not hear me? I can hear myself on
Oh,
the stream.
Oh, okay. That's when I was like, look at the stream that way.
But
No, this way. That's the stream.
I can hear myself fine, and I have the lowest volume possible. And
I'm too drunk to listen.
they had 2 beer, or have you had more?
No,
No,
I made
he's just
very
old.
cheap date. Very, very cheap date. Very cheap date.
All right. I don't know, man, Pooey. I can hear myself just fine. I have the lowest volume setting on
Gotta
Switch.
jack up. Jack
Get
that.
jack that up. Anyway, from what I'm speculating. Oh no, wait, it's not Demon Hunters. It's Wizards and Barbs that aren't using the stupid sets. But there's a main reason for that. Wizards without the Wailing Host rings and shit like that are doing Greater Rift 90. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think top Barb, which is Alkaiser, which is the best Barb on Earth, is 85. Using a mixture between Raycors, which is a Furious Charge set, and Immortal Kings. And it's fascinating. Does a lot of damage. I tried it. It's OP. But since I haven't been able to look because of all this new stuff, I'm not sweating. I'm good. See, no sweat. But I don't know. There's lots of stuff going on. It'll be much better to test on Tuesday once the new patch thing comes out for it, and everybody's using the same set.
Have you tried any of the new Grey Hollow Island or?
No, I don't think you can yet.
Oh no.
I don't think they released it yet. There's you can't do the set dungeons yet. That'll probably come out Tuesday as well, hopefully. And
Have you tried can you do the empowered rifts yet?
yes, you can, but I just haven't bothered. I've just been trying to get the gear sets so I can test them out. I'd much rather get the gear sets and figure out what the classes are doing over what the game will offer me. But empowered rifts they're probably just going to be a little harder from what I can tell. But from what I've seen, witch doctors are doing insane damage too. No wait, I just said witch doctors. Wizards are going to be top tier, I think, this season, the new one, unless they get nerfed, which they could.
Demon
Which they're using
Hunters?
Firebirds. They're using Firebirds right now.
What about Demon Hunters?
I was in a group with one yesterday.
Yeah?
He was doing 300 billion crits
Oh, okay.
with Fan of Knives.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep, AoE.
Okay,
Yep.
This is the part where Stone sits here and is like, I don't know, I'm gonna drink more.
No. I actually appreciate you guys talking about this stuff because it actually makes you want to go buy the expansion because I do have a 60 and I'm working on another class and I was thinking maybe I should level one of each class just to get up there, but
Do it.
I
That's
don't.
fun.
Time is key here. I don't have a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. You already do a lot of other stuff, right? So, but the one build I'm looking forward to, and Blizzard's mentioned in the blue post that it's going to get a little bit changed and buffed a little, which is the Might of the Earth build, which is Leap Quake. I have the full set for it now, minus I need to switch a ring out and put a different ring in the cube and switch weapons. And it should be good after that. And then also with the 6-set bonus for Might of the Earth right now gives an 800% damage increase to Earthquake, Avalanche, Ancient Spear, and Ground Stomp. But people weren't happy with that because back in the day when people used Leap Quake, a lot of people were using Seismic Slam with the weapon that I think it's called Vanquisher's Peak. It gives you insanely crazy things with Seismic Slam. And now with the new bracers, which increase Seismic Slam damage, Blizzard has promised in a blue post that they're going to be putting Seismic Slam on the 6th set as well. So that'll be fun. On Tuesday, I'll have to test that out.
Yeah, I saw there's a bunch of people on Twitter and that in the forums asking to, that it wouldn't hurt to do that, and they agreed, and they're going to make the change.
Yeah, because I think that'll really be what will push the build over. Because right now, the only thing you can use as a Fury dump is Ancient Spear Boulder Toss.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do any damage, and if you don't have enough cooldown reduction to start leaping again, you're just going to be standing there waiting and getting punched.
Have you tried out the Iron Impact skill rune with your Barbarian? Now that they
that's the build.
with the
It's
increased armor and stuff.
yeah. This is the most toughness I've ever seen on a Barbarian ever. I don't even have optimal gear. No, I only have like 1 or 2 ancients, and my toughness hit 250 million. So
Well,
I wasn't taking much damage.
That's pretty awesome. I can't wait to get on there and play it myself. I'll probably wait until it comes live, personally.
Yeah, the only reason why I actually went on was so I could talk about it here, or else I wouldn't have spoiled it for myself. But
Yeah, I appreciate it.
yeah, what's that, Stone?
Somebody forgot to turn off their phone.
I was tweeted and messaged. People adore and love me, Stone. Just like Pue loves you and wants you to take them on a McDonald's date.
You'd have to ask my wife about that.
Well, that's pretty good. Now we got 6.2.3 coming out in.
Yay!
Hey,
It's been labeled as a major content patch.
Well, hey, we
Really?
got
It's not major. This is just a patch to be like, hey, we're adding some stuff that we already have to tide you guys over. It's not like this big thing.
No, it's
They
not.
throw it out great. I mean, there's stuff that's there for me, sure, but it's not major. I mean, if they threw in a raid, maybe like another PvP battleground, just for it's not.
What they should have
Hey,
done.
hey, they did throw in something for you. New time walking dungeons.
Well, there's
Oh,
an
well,
Because,
that's old stuff though.
well, hey, it's a cataclysm dungeon now.
cataclysm. So it's going to be curious to see if people cry like they did back in the day when it was
Really
normal.
hard.
Yeah, everyone was like, oh, "It's too hard." And that's when Greg Street was like, "You wanted stuff that was hard. Well, here," and everybody cried. Well,
Well,
not
I had
everybody.
fun. I didn't find it hard. I find it fun.
yeah, but we're also a different type of person, right? People, persons, same difference.
But what they should have done is they do it generally at, well, except for BC, they kind of had a big raid. But at the end of Wrath of the Lich King, just before they released Kata, they released Ruby Sanctum, just to hold people off, and it's only a one major boss raid.
Yeah,
Like, why didn't they? It could have just done that with this. Maybe add a 3 boss raid, real
yeah.
quick. It'd be something to tie people down, and
When I look at what's in 623 versus just doing a single major boss raid, I think 623 has more stuff to cater to more people because a raid only caters to folks that want to raid versus 623 is like time walking dungeons. There's pet battle stuff. Maybe not. There's valor stuff. There's like a bunch of different stuff. So, I can see why they did that. Like they want to use what they have, which is
Yeah.
smart. They don't spend as much cash on making new things when they can use what they have. Okay, fine, but I just kind of I not offense, but I take exception to them saying it's like a your content batch like they did with 6.1. That was not.
the selfie patch.
Yeah, they gave it some Twitter, and that's it.
At least
Yeah.
this is a bigger patch than that big
The selfie
content
patch.
Yeah,
We've got for people who don't know, we've got 6 new Cataclysm dungeons. We got End Time, Grim Batol, Last City of Tolvir, Stonecore, the Vortex Pinnacle, and Throne of Tides.
I hate Throne of Tides. Hate it.
It's
Almost as bad as freaking whatchamacallit.
Pit of
The
Saron?
Nexus? Was
Oh.
it the Nexus?
Yeah, the Nexus, which is going to be in the next expansion.
Gross.
did you find it weird that they added only one of those end time runs and not the other two?
You
Not
would,
the and not the one where you got to run away from the Lich King, right?
yeah,
Because
that's
this part of that was hard. It was really hard, right?
yeah.
So you had to fight the two twins, right?
Yeah.
It's
Well, not at the same time though. That you fight them.
No, but I mean that part we would disband a group if you couldn't get to the first boss because you'd have to go through the whole damn thing the first 5 waves again, right? And
It was long.
was that Halls of Reflection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate
Yeah.
Halls of Reflection. It's
Well-
such a useless raid. Or not raid, but dungeon.
In that
Oh,
whole
yeah.
little area there is in the Wrath of the Lich King time walking, we're gonna have Pit of Saron. So
Gross. Oh.
Burning Crusade, Magister's Terrace is gonna be added on. So
I like Magister's Terrace. Magister's Terrace is fun.
now Stone,
Yes.
you can now go and farm for a new mount, can't you?
I can, and because I love my mounts, and for people that are like me, I don't know why. It's just pixels and stuff, but I love my mounts. I love my pets. Not as much as my mounts, but my mounts are my thing. So I do raid mounts and all that crap, but when they're adding this this new mount, I think it's actually going to be a lot easier to get than people think
Yeah.
because it's supposed to be a rare drop off of every boss. So not just the last boss, every single one that's in that will
Yeah,
be in a time walking dungeon,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Any
so
time
you-
walking boss, you can get this new mount.
What's the mount?
It's a infinite dragonflight mount, and it actually
Oh,
looks really good.
Infinite
It
Time
looks
Reaver, and it looks really
I'm
badass.
going to Google it.
yeah, it's people did want it, and I thought and people were like, well, wouldn't it be cool if we had a raid about that and kind of stuff, and
Oh
I
man, that looks like a freaking Nether Drake, man.
Hey,
Just with
yeah.
armor. Oh,
Reagan, didn't I say that? Hey, they should do this with the um, time walking stuff? Is that they need to incentivize it with putting a amount that you could only get in here, and they finally did it.
Well, I still need to farm for the badges, right? And I'm not trying to kill myself.
Yeah,
I'm gonna once in a while, and I'm not gonna go hardcore on it because I literally don't have that time. But um, mounts for me draw me in for sure. So
yeah.
I'm very happy seeing a mount in there. That's for sure.
Now there's for the time walking cataclysm events. They've added portals to Stormwind and Orgrimmar during the um, there, which like they have in Dalaran for the Lich King events, for the Rash of the Lich King time walking events, and they're going to sell the modernized Cataclysm gear and some of the new toys that you can get from that dungeon. Now, with 6.2.3 being live this Tuesday, you're going to be able to do the Cataclysm time walking event starting Wednesday.
Yes.
that's gonna make me so happy.
There's one thing I want to point out though is that it's really weird the time that it's going to be down, which is not normal because usually it's down at about 3 a.m. Pacific time. This time around, it's going to be down at 7. Usually, it's not that late.
Yeah,
That's
So
weird. That's like almost
uh,
lunchtime here, man.
yeah.
yeah,
It's
so
usually
on a
one.
time, right? So
Well, once the big ones like this, sometimes they are from like 6 to 11. Um,
yeah, but doesn't it feel weird that it's this late? I mean, it doesn't matter the length of it because we know it's a bigger one, right? But
I'll tell you right now.
I think somebody just came back off a vacation or something, and they're not going to be in the office.
No, I can tell you the reason here. Just give me a second. I'll tell you.
Uh oh.
Just give me a second. Come on, come on. Weird. Okay, yeah, 7 to 11, and that's for heroes too.
You
7
know what
to
the actually they have probably haven't announced the Diablo
3
one.
p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, 7 Pacific Standard to 11 Pacific.
3 p.m. It's 1500 Pacific time. That's 3.
Not for me. It says, oh yeah, 3. Holy.
Wait, 3 p.m.? They're gonna down the servers at 3 p.m.
No, they're gonna down the
That's when
servers
it's
at 7 in the
3
morning,
p.m. Pacific time.
and
Is when they come back up.
yeah, 3 Pacific.
Oh, I'm fine. Because you want to know why I'm so happy about this?
Emergency.
6.2.3 is gonna come out, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, all y'alls are gonna go play that while I try and get on the PTR. And I'm gonna be able to get on.
Yeah, it could be. So cross realm mythic rating is gonna be there.
We just loose stoned it. He didn't say beer. He Tristan. He whoop. Yes, cross realm mythic rating.
Yeah. Which I haven't actually done any mythic rating. Mythic rating.
Mythic.
Mythic rating. Myself, I'm not
Yeah.
sure if Stone's doing it or not either. Um,
He said he was just doing heroic.
yeah. Item upgrades with Valor are back. So you can get Valor from first random
walking.
heroic.
Oh yeah, a
mythic
lot of stuff.
dungeons, completing the weekly bonus quest event. Raid Finder wings, as well as yeah, I thought you were going to be able to get them through upgrading through that, but I guess not. But so to upgrade, visit your friendly neighborhood Ethereal in Orgrimmar or Stormwind, or Storm Shield and War Spear to upgrade your gear by 5 item levels at a time for 250 Valor. But you can only upgrade it 10 item levels That's twice per item for a total potential of 10.
That's not too bad.
No,
It's not like 4 at the end of mob.
What? What was that, Stone?
I'm sorry about that. It just hurts really bad.
Oh.
The show must go on. Let's go.
All right.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am okay.
You
It's just stuff I gotta deal with. That's all.
drink your beer too fast?
So, no,
Oh, okay.
not even close. So,
Okay.
I apologize.
That's
No,
right.
no problem. We just covered Mythic Dungeons, Cross Realm,
And Valor.
and Valor.
Oh.
So, baleful item level boost. For
That's the current PvP set, right?
no, the baleful is the stuff that you can get from Canard.
And yeah.
So it's ranging in quality from 655 to 695. At first, you could only just get 655 and it up to 675. So they upped it up.
Up it up.
Connected dungeons having a chance to award items ranging from 685 to 725 in 5-item level increments. Dungeon bosses have the chance to drop the new heirloom trinket, which will scale up to level 110. So, for those of you who PvP like I don't,
I do not. People don't stand still for me to kill them.
I will be doing PvP in season 4. Since it is going to be the start of a new season, I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna push it and try and get that stuff. So
I might delve into it in Legion since it'll be a lot easier to do it.
Yeah, and you'll have time to play Legion and not be going to school then. You'll be working.
Yeah. Yeah, and being able to afford it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Over on this side of the country.
And you can wait. What? Yeah. Are you moving to the West Coast?
Maybe we'll see one of these
we're
days.
Trying to talk him into doing it.
Well, it's the only issue is the fact that I still have to, like, I'd have to do a bunch of weird shit involving the New Brunswick laws switching over to BC for my apprenticeship.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It would just be I could probably still figure it out, but yeah.
So new PvP gear goes from 715, 730, and 740 respectively for your aspirant, combatant, and gladiator gear.
I'm looking at the baleful item level boost, and isn't that what it is now?
No, it only
It's
goes
six.
to,
It
well,
goes 650, 675, and 695. So
no, the to get 695, you need to use those stupid things to upgrade the.
yeah, well, there's also a very small chance that it could actually boost by itself, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, not up to that high though. It only would go up to 675, I believe, or 685.
I did not go to bed. Sorry, just
The reason I know that is because the weapon my baleful weapon I got, I had to use one of those upgrade tokens,
Okay.
and bring it up to 695.
okay. So they are saying that
Now opening it, there's a chance for you to get up to 695.
item level increments. That's the big change.
Yeah.
Because before it was not like that. It was one of 3. Now it's a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. Oh God, get out of there, Hearth, go away.
Are you playing WoW while we're doing a podcast?
She always does.
Wait,
She who? What?
how can you get lost? I suppose Lower Blackrock Spire is kind of a pain to get around if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
By the way, Ryan, your mouse is sitting on top of your
Are you,
thing.
what the?
There you go.
Okay. Oh, like on the. Oh, I see. Yeah. No, anyways, I didn't know that there was an heirloom item, which means I'll have to do mythic.
Hey, I'll do it with you.
I know, but it's just. I've done some mythic and meh. It's harder, but it's the same crap. It, you know.
If only we had that healer that we had the other night. That
Oh
monk.
my goodness. Okay, Reagan. I know you
What?
don't play WoW right now, but we were in where was it? What 5 man was it? It was the revamped
Um,
lower Blackrock Spire. Was it like
Upper. Upper.
upper Blackrock Spire with Warlord Sayla at the end?
Yep.
Okay,
you know how
so
much of
we
a pain in the ass that dungeon can be, right?
after you go fight that one boss and you can go unlock what's his face there, the chicken guy. Um, and you go run up and around, and there's a room full of like orcs and ogres and all this stuff. We
Hmm.
literally pulled the entire room, and this healer was just healing us up. And by the end of it, I think they were still at 98% mana. It
Well,
was
what
it
class
was
was it? A
just
paladin?
monk. It was just
That's
insane.
why. Monks are
I,
OP.
I was like, oh my god, like I can't die. I'm gonna go start pulling all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff.
Give me his gear equivalent. I'll do the exact same thing as a shaman.
Oh man, I don't know, man. This dude was fantastic. Guy, girl, I don't care.
You've never been in a raid with me. You've never
Well,
been with me healing.
listen, I typically don't run with other people. It's usually folks in my guild, and sometimes, we're folks, right? So we're normal. You might be up here, and we're kind of down here, so we're not used to the good stuff. But when, yeah, Drew and I went, when was it? The other day. It was just I could I thought, okay, oh, we pulled this other pack. Oh well, we're dead. Not even close. And actually, I think the healer went to go pull the other four that were not even pulled yet. He's like, yeah, let's go, bring it.
Yeah, sounds like me.
Jeez.
Brian Richter knows. He understands.
Yeah. Um,
Man,
so it's
it's
there's some class tuning changes as well. Basic thing is Death Knights, Druids, Paladins, Shamans, Warriors all have their damage gone up by 14 to 15%. So we're not going to sit too long on that stuff.
well, listen, dude. I that's my class, Death Knight, and I do really well in that class. And now I'm getting a buff.
10% all around for you.
Like, it's just I don't know why we're gonna get a buff. I guess most people don't play it that well, but I guess I know my class well. When I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, just more.
Yeah. But so the big thing we're going to be talking about today is the Legion class changes.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I just want my survival hunter.
Well, you got the thing in the Google Drive, right?
No, I never got it open actually.
Oh.
I wasn't home when you sent me that, so I wasn't actually. I forgot honestly.
Okay, I'll just give it to you here.
So, before we start going into that, I would like to mention that War Chief will, Jin on Twitter made a good comment about going forward. We will need to have heroic classes that start at higher and higher levels because otherwise they will have to design artifact weapons for them to actually level up through Legion. So, for instance, if they decide, if the net in 2-3 expansions from now, they decide let's add a new class like the Shmoogie body or whatever the hell it is, they will have to design a weapon for them to level up through that stuff. That's not going to happen, right? So they're going to have to, like, the new classes that they add will be high level and heroic classes. I just, I saw that on Twitter just now, and I thought it was. I never thought of that, right? With all this stuff that they're going to do. So that was Werchi Fulgen on the Twitters.
Well, they're probably not going to be having another hero class for a couple expansions anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I don't think it's really a problem for them to worry about. So it is what it is, and if it comes to it, they probably have already thought about that. They, as they usually say, they're a couple expansions ahead anyway. So we'll see, right?
Yep. Yep. All right. So do you want me to talk? Do you want me to talk about all these things?
Yeah, we can go back and forth.
All right.
Death Knight. Death Knight.
Let me start with mine. Okay,
Yeah.
mine. Okay, I love playing Death Knights. So what they announced was for me, I love it. Runes. There's no more blood, unholy, or frost runes. It's just runes. So there's no more. You don't have to manage. You got two blood, two unholy, two frost. I love going over that. I love not having to worry about that. Like you still are going to have three that will recharge, but three will be there. And I just, that solves a lot of problems that they used to have with unholy not being able to cast their diseases. And it kind of made things a little bit weird. Um, Basically, death and decay. When you're in it, Scourge Strike and Blood Strike will now cleave. So usually it only hits the person that you're going to attack, but if you're inside your own death and decay, it actually cleaves the crap out of everything around you, which is great. They're not getting rid of Blood Boil, from what I understand, for my blood tank, so I'm gonna AoE the crap out of everything, right?
Yeah, I saw. There's a blue post. I don't know if it got put into the notes or not. That paladins are gonna have the same thing.
It's in the notes. It's in the notes.
Okay.
You didn't read the notes.
I read most of them, so okay, we'll get to there. So,
I shake my fist at you.
I
So
bite my thumb at thee.
Hey, I know where that's from. Um, that's end of Act 1.
Yes.
Alright. Death Strike no longer uses runes, which is great. So they got rid of Blood having to use Death Coil. So now the spender for Blood is actually to use Death Strike, which actually heals you up, which is great. It means one less thing on my bar. Actually, it doesn't, because they added a new thing, Marrow Rend, which bumps up your Bone Shield mechanic, which Bone Shield is now only 30 seconds and not 5 minutes and 8 charges, so they changed that up. It's, it's kind of interesting where you really need to make sure that it's going to be at a certain point. Sorry, go ahead.
I burped.
Oh,
That's but Death Strike, if you're under 35% health, it actually spends all your runic power to give you a bigger heal. And I already get big heals, but even with the stat squish, it was I was like, okay, great, do it. So Frost, minimal changes. Apparently, they like where it is. And Unholy, which is my off spec, is still about diseases. So festering wounds will explode and affect everyone around it when it gets hit by Scorch Strike, and Outbreak, which usually it would apply the 2 diseases. Now it actually only takes 1 rune instead of costing runic power, which so when a tank goes in, or anyone goes in, they can just go in, they can just apply it. They don't need to worry about power and all that stuff. Outbreak will apply virulent plague, and when it's completed, it explodes and it hits everybody around it. And Unholy can summon another minion. So you have your ghoul, and you can summon another one, and you can have your little army of ghouls, which I like because
Yeah,
Diablo 2 had the witch doctor. That I love the witch doctor because you could summon all the dudes up, or not the witch doctor.
Necromancer.
necromancer. Yeah,
I love that character class. It was awesome. You could have a whole bunch. Just go.
Necromancer's so OP. Just
I
low level
noticed.
in the game. Just summon like a golem and your other guys, your mages and your random skeletal warriors, and just watch them kill things.
I noticed you forgot to mention something that's really awesome and OP about Blood, and the talent that they explained.
Yeah.
And that's called Bone Storm.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
really? They're adding Bone Storm?
It's a talent that you can. Basically, what they're doing with a lot of their classes is they're minimizing a lot of the spells again, but they're going to be putting more talents and stuff that you can choose. But one of the talents that you can choose is Blood is Bone Storm, which spins bones and body parts around you and dealing damage.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does it heal you too?
Yes, it does. It heals you, so it hits 3 times a second, and
That's
for
pretty
every
good.
hit, it heals you for 1% of your max health. And I don't know for how long. I don't remember, but it's one of those you should have it. At least I feel like right now, if I were to look at that, I'd be like, you need to have this. So
So
the class order hall dude is Cheris over in Eastern Plague Lands. They're gonna spruce it up. So I was like, I'm glad.
put a couple more
So-
bodies in there, and
I was hoping they wouldn't go pick somewhere else as like they did
Like-
with Rogues. Like,
Well-
Like give Patches a wife.
yeah,
Like, just the casual things.
Patchy.
stitches. Stitches. Yeah.
So,
So it's definitely
It's Stitches in there. I don't know who's in there anymore. It's been so long since I've been in Archiris.
yeah. Well, we got Demon Hunters. They're coming in Legion. They gave us a little bit of a rundown of kind of what's happening with them too. So they're going to be starting at level 98. Starting zone is only 2 levels, and then you're into Legion at 100. We got DPS as Havoc and Tank as Vengeance,
another tank class.
and another Leather Tank class.
God.
So you can only be Night Elves and Blood Elves, which is fine. That's what the Illidari are and have always been. You get glaives for weapons, and if you've taken a look at the artifact weapons for Demon Hunters, they actually have the glaives for Havoc, and then the other for Vengeance, they have like the blades that have just a short blade.
Like
here,
the
and then
isn't the
rest
Iron
is-
Blades?
Yeah, the arm blades.
Yeah.
So they look pretty damn sweet. Double jump and gliding. Their resource bar is Fury and Pain. You build up and spend it. The extra sight. What did you... Stone, you saw the video.
I watched it. Yeah, I was there when they did the whole thing, and it was like, oh, so basically you're in behind a wall, and you know that there's things on the other side. So if you go click on extra sight, you actually see red shapes of the people that are in behind the wall, and you can click on them and then run around and know where they exactly are. So PvE applications a little bit, I think it would definitely be more helpful PvP, where I would assume it's going to break rogue stealth, like not break it, but you would still be able to see where they are, because they are going to make demon hunters OP.
Well, the way with it...
For now,
the way that I see it, and how they're kind of like going to negate it being like too OP, is that everything slows down. So not just you personally slowing down to 85%, but the world around you kind of slows down for you, so your reaction times are slower until you pop out of extra sight.
okay. I don't remember that, but I'm glad that you do.
Yeah. They can also heal themselves, change into a demon.
Yeah.
They can pretty much do everything you've ever wished, and
Yeah.
they're OP.
Yeah, these are my notes that I feel like they're basically giving them everything so people play them. Just like how monks were OP back in the day. Like when they first came out, it's like, oh my god, everyone needed to roll a monk because holy crap, they can do everything. And they will get nerfed at one point. So demon hunters will be OP for now, just like
Death Knights were.
Death Knights were. That's just how it goes. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna play one, not right off the bat though.
So I'm gonna switch it up here. I'm gonna let um, Reagan here talk about hunters.
Huntars.
Oh no, I just clicked on something on Twitch and left the thing. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Hunters. Kind of went over it last week. Just a little minor things, like pretty much just survival. But all specs are pretty much the same.
We're pretty much the same.
Oh god, I gotta mute the sound for this first. Okay, there we go. And Beast Mastery is still ranged pet, obviously. And Survival is a melee class, which is going to be fascinating, and I'm going to play the hell out of it, because yes. And they're going to specialize with melees and traps, like they usually do, but they're getting rid of explosive shot, right, Ryan? And giving it to Mark.
Survival is getting rid of Black Arrow and Explosive Shot. It's going to be going to Marksman instead.
Mhm.
Then, when it comes to Beast Mastery, your main focus is going to be Cobra Shot. And then you're going to have your Dire Beast.
Just, yeah,
So
it's going to be fascinating.
I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm looking more forward to Beast Mastery than Survival myself.
Yeah, that's you, but I love Survival.
That's me personally. I've always been really
I'm
big.
a Marks guy. I've always been a Marks guy from day one.
Well, Marksman is now going petless, which they should have a long time ago. Pets are almost useless for Marksman.
and I liked it in WoD. I like it now.
Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf, and they said, a lot of marksmen picked that, so why not?
Yeah.
So did it.
The thing I like about Beast Mastery is that with Dire Beast, you summon an extra beast for 8 seconds that whenever it deals damage gains 4 focus, and then whenever you summon a beast through Dire Beast, it reduces the remaining cooldown of Bestial Rasp by 15 seconds.
I'm guessing there's going to be a set bonus involving that.
Probably. What's even crazier is that there's a passive going to be called Wild Call, and your critical strikes have a 30% chance to reset the cooldown of Dire Beast.
Crazy, man.
Pets everywhere. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to Survival.
Yeah, because Survival, you're going to have Harpoon, Raptor Strike, Laceration.
Yeah, and also there's going to be focus won't be like a hunter's normal focus. You're not generating it with steady shot. It's going to be like Rogue's energy.
Yeah.
Yep. It'll just kind of go up. There's probably going to be some form of talent like Adrenaline Rush that Rogues have to increase their regen.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I'm sure there'll be some type of thing like that. But
No.
I guess we'll see when we get to that point.
Oh.
Hi. Hello. Anyway.
So, yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and so marksmanship though, Arcane Shot is now going to build focus.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is really weird.
I looked at that and I was like, what happened? Though at first I thought, what happened to aim shot? I'm like, no, it wasn't aim shot. It was the other one, steady shot. Like, what happened to that? I don't see that it got killed, but if they're building with arcane shot, then what's the point of having steady shot, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, what'll probably happen is, like they said, they did cut down a bunch of the stuff of your starting skills and the skills that you can get, and a lot more things that you want to be using are going to be in your talents more so than anything else.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling I'm going to be playing Fire Mage too. I love Fire Mage, and I never really have played it all that into it.
Old man Stone's got to go pee.
Oh yeah.
He messaged me. He's like, I broke the seal. I got to go again.
Anyway, class order hall for hunters though is going to be the hunting lodge in High Mountain in Broken Isles. So
That's pretty cool. You know what's really OP about that is hunters in their class hall are going to have a separate flight, like an extra flight path and flight paths throughout
Broken Isles.
Broken Isles. So
It's kind of yeah, because they'll have the lodge
yeah.
and stuff like that. That'll be kind of cool. It'll help me a little bit.
So I'm gonna jump around here since he's not here, and I'm gonna talk about warlocks because I love warlocks.
I'm scrolling down trying to find. Oh, they're way at the bottom.
Yeah. So their resources have changed. They're going to be going. Actually, you know what? Here's Old Man Stone. Old Man Stone's back.
God. Okay. Just so you know, I don't know if you said anything, Richter, but I broke the seal.
Yeah, I said it.
Okay. And it's not good.
All right. So Stone, before you have to pee again, what's happening with druids?
Druid. Okay, druids is like the worst thing for me because I don't really know them that well. Okay, I don't play them. I always found I don't like having to shape change and all this crap, so I don't really know it that well.
Reagan, do you even play druids?
The last time I had like an actual druid that I played like a lot was Cataclysm. I played a bear tank, so.
Okay. So maybe we should have Reagan talk about bears or druids since, you know.
The affinity thing kind of confuses me.
Okay.
An off spec with WoW main spec.
Okay. Basically, I can explain it because I understand that is doesn't matter what spec you are. Doesn't matter if you're feral, guardian, or resto. You can pick an off spec to use
Your main spec
with your main spec. And for instance, if you were Paladins, you can pick Guardian, and that will also reduce your damage taken by 10%. So it's just stuff like that, and each one has like a special thing, and this is honestly this is all from the wowhead.com guides where they more or less took Blizzard and kind of split it up and made sense of it all, right? So
they're doing
interesting, you know.
Yeah.
They're doing really big changes on balance, it seems, just from this one thing here. There's no more Eclipse Bar.
No.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be building like moon and sun power anymore, because they've been doing that forever in a certain way. Like it'll pop back in Wrath of Lich King. It was just a buff. Well, it would pop and then it would go back and then. And Catab is the same mop. It started becoming a bar.
Well, yeah. Well, what they're doing is the Eclipse Bar is being completely replaced with an Astral Power resource instead, which is built and spent and provides like a platform for your abilities. Apparently, it's supposed to make it more interesting and engaging and more powerful. Basically, with the Astral Power, you'll have a mixture of Lunar Strike and Solar Wrath, and spreading Astral Power on either Star Surge or Starfall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of weird. I think it's going to be something that people are going to have to.
The reason why they said is want people because they found that people were focused on the bar going back and forth, and now they just want it to be how much you have. So build it up, build up, use. Yeah. Right. So it should be a little bit more because I know I ran a balanced druid in. I tried one in Cataclysm and I was like, oh my, like what's going on here? I don't like this. I don't think I like it, and that was it. I got it to max and I was done. So,
well, not big feral changes really, which I don't really think you need to change feral. Feral's always been what it is. It always takes a certain level of discipline to play feral, in my opinion. Yeah. Even though they made it a little easier. Back in Wrath of Lich King was goddamn impossible. But like, Guardian. lots more health and more armor and mitigation. Is that what that means?
Yeah, less dodge, more health and armor,
So
more
just
more being a bear instead of being a dodgy bear.
I got yeah.
Like you should be a bear where you're taking damage.
It's supposed to be a fierce bear. Like, yeah, bring it. I can take more.
And have you seen some of those pictures, like with the weapons and what the bears have, like
The new looks.
the new looks? Like they're wearing armor.
I know it's cool.
It's about frickin' time. I gotta say that it is about frickin' time.
Yeah, bears have been. Druids have honestly been plain. Like they can turn into animals, sure, but like they don't ever change their look. How would you feel playing the same class every expansion and looking the exact same constantly? That would get so boring and so
You
annoying.
know how absolutely maddening that would be for me.
Yeah, because you transmog every 5.5 seconds. The only difference is balance and resto can do that. Balance has their glyph, which won't be there anymore actually, because glyphs are stupid.
Well, no, glyphs are cool.
Well, minor
Well,
glyphs be there.
Yeah,
Everything
actually,
else is gone.
technically, you might even still be able to do that.
You will because it's a spell.
Because Moon can form as a spell. So,
Yeah.
hey, never mind. You can still go in your starry craziness and have your transmogs. But like, and I'm guessing Resto's just gonna focus more on hots again.
Yeah,
Their mastery is gonna now do their hots.
yeah.
Was it like that? I haven't played Resto since Kata, so I don't really know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I read was that all of their effects was that they want you to kind of overlap hots, and to me, I think that's not efficient. But
No, especially with.
right,
Well,
so
I understand where they want to do that, but when you have stuff like where regrowth is going to cost almost 4% of your mana, remove is 2%. You know, life broom's another 2%. Efflorescence is
effervescence.
is another 4.5%. You know, wild growth is a 7.5% of your mana.
What? One of my big things about WoW now, why do we even have
Mana?
a total mana? 300,000, 100,000. Why don't we just have percent? And a spell will cost a percent.
I don't know.
Like that, with the way that they've made mana working now, healers are the only class in the game that actually have to worry about mana for the most part.
Well,
Nope. We'll talk about mages coming up because mana does affect them now.
Really?
From spec, anyways. Yeah.
So cool thing about restoration though is you'll get one of the talents that you'll be able to select is flourish. 1 minute cooldown, instant cast, and extends the duration of all your heal over time effects on friendly targets within 60 yards by 10 seconds.
That's kind of good.
Yeah.
Really good. That'll definitely push druids over the limit there.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
So that was druids. I'm gonna talk myself a little bit
Into a
about
warlock.
Well, no, because we'll probably confuse stone if we go all the way down to warlock there. That's a couple pages.
My God, that's too fun.
Yeah, see, we'll talk about mages.
Okay. Stone can talk about mages.
Okay, mages. Okay, so like we said, mana matters. So arcane. Okay, they are going to be able to use mastery now to increase the amount of mana that you have. So usually it's 300k. Now you can bump it up. And it matters because it will basically let you cast more when you have full or cane charges, right? Which that in itself has changed as well. Before it used to show up as like your buff, right? And it would show 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. Now it's actually going to show up underneath your mana bar and show you how many you've got there. So you won't be trying to look up over on your default screen top right. Now you're going to be looking top left beneath your mana bar. And at 4 stacks, you want more mana to be able to cast more of your heavy hitting stuff with max mana, right?
Yeah, so I was reading the mastery, the savant one. So that mastery is going to increase your mana regeneration rate and maximum mana by 20%.
Yep.
A lot of mana.
Yeah.
It also adds the mastery does their mastery does two things. The other one is arcane charges increase the damage of affected spells by an additional 10%.
Base 10%, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stone, do you know if we're gonna have if it's just like a maximum we can only cast 4, or with this some extra amount of mana we can cast 5 or 6 arcane blasts?
No, I think you can keep casting them until you're out of mana, and then once you're out, then you have to, then you should unleash it with arcane. What is it? Arcane barrage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, that's what it was, right? So you still kind of need to let that go. So it's just like they moved it to make it a little bit more easier for you to see that yes, this is kind of a good thing to have versus before it was really bad, where if you had 4 and you kept casting, you are wasting mana like mad, and it's not necessarily a good thing.
yeah. Their new arcane specific talent looks really OP too.
I didn't see it. Which one is it?
Quickening. It's a passive. Arcane blast and arcane missiles also grant 2% haste for 6 seconds, stacking.
Oh, nice.
This effect is cleared when you cast arcane barrage.
It's crazy.
That is a lot
You know what?
of haste.
I just signed on to Diablo, so I didn't have to wait for the queue, and it's instant.
Nice.
I got into a Torment 10 game instantly. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was just gonna have to be in queue until the podcast was over.
So there's some stuff happening with fire, Haystone.
Oh man, I love fire.
Oh. Oh.
I had to correct somebody because maintenance, they were saying it's 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern time. It is not. It is 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Pacific. That's what it says on the launcher. Anyways, fire. This is where we are. Yeah. Inferno Blast is off of the global cool down list, which is really good because when you go to cast it, there's sometimes when it's because I do alt a fire mage, and you can cast fireball and still hit Inferno Blast before the fireball hits, so that you can still capitalize on the crit that will come up before the fireball hits, and you can still trigger your pyro blast. But now you don't need to worry about the timing and that, so you can fireball, and as soon as you see that you can go launch an Inferno Blast, do it, and it won't stop any of your casting. Because there's sometimes I would cast and I see, oh, well, maybe I'm going to stop, and then I'd stop, and it's not necessarily the best. It doesn't feel good, right? It's like cast, and then whoa, crit, now pyro, now get back into cast. Feels like this kind of, I don't know. This way, it feels like you're going to constantly cast and crit the crap out of stuff.
Yeah, and it's cool that Ignite is getting off of Infernal Blast 2. It's rolled into your mastery.
I was talking to Miss Migi from Blizzard. Okay, so combustion, which is, to me, I understand how it works. For some folks, they don't. It really works well when you have your target completely dotted up with all kinds of fire dots. However, most folks, it was like either you get it or you don't. And, now they've changed it. So that's not going to be not going to be a dot. It's actually going to be a cool down to increase your crit by 100%. You actually get covered in fire. You start crit hitting like mad, right? So I didn't write it down in the notes, but I can't remember how long it lasts for. It's not
10,
super long.
it's
10,
10
10
seconds,
10 seconds.
100% for 10 seconds, and it also grants your mastery equal to your critical strike.
So you could unleash 3 pyroblasts with your crits, I guess. Plus your inferno blast is not on the global cooldown, so you could possibly get a fourth one off. Wow, that's
That's
that's huge.
that's a lot of fire.
Well,
Uh,
considering it's
very heavy.
granting you mastery equal to your critical strike stat, um, the mastery is just insane. So your target burns, it's called Ignite, since they've
Hmm.
removed it off of Infernal Blast. Your target burns for an additional 30% with mastery from typical gear. Over 9 seconds, the total direct damage caused by your Fireball, Infernal Blast, Scorch, Pyroblast, and Flame Strike. If this effect is reapplied, any remaining damage will be added to the new Ignite, and every 2 seconds your ignites may spread to another nearby enemy. So the fact that you can increase your mastery with your critical strike through combustion, and it's a 2-minute cooldown, that is an insane amount of fire damage all the time.
So I'm gonna. Fire mages are definitely gonna be crit mastery haste,
Yeah.
or even the other way
Well,
around.
fire
Maybe
mages.
mastery crit haste.
Fire was always crit to be able to
Yeah,
trigger,
always crit.
and because once you get your crit hit, then you can. Well, if you get two in a row, right? If you get two in a row, then you can trigger Pyroblast. I don't think that's going to change. But the extra stuff is going to be great. I mean, being able to do 100% crit, if it also increases mastery as well, you are also going to be kicking the crap out of stuff
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty hard.
And what also sounds really cool is Cinderstorm.
Is
Thunderstorm.
sorry?
Cinderstorm.
Oh,
It's a
Cinderstorm?
fire specific talent.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's 1% mana, 40-yard range,
See,
one
I
and a half.
didn't look at stuff.
That's why I'm here. We can
Okay.
do this whole talking. You talk and I add stuff, and Reagan talks and I add stuff. It's great.
Oh, okay.
So what it is, it's 1% mana, 40-yard range, 1.5 second cast time with an 8-second cooldown. Throw a spread of 6 cinders that travel in an arc, and each deal minor fire damage to enemies that they hit.
Okay.
Goodbye, rogues. No stealth for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to play hunt. I will definitely have a mage and a hunter. Screw tanking, screw healing. Legion, I'm DPSing, and it's going to be mage and hunter. Fire mage is literally my favorite spec in all of WoW. I've
Oh.
never had more fun than playing a fire mage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hunter, survival, I love survival, but fire mage is so fun. But I like the changes for survival that much, so I'm playing survival maybe as main.
Frost, not much is happening, is there? Except no more Frost Firebolt.
Well, they got rid of Frostfire.
Yeah.
It's sad because the devs joke that when you throw it, you have frost and fire, and wouldn't it wind up as a puddle as it hit the mob? And what's that going to really do? So, really, they took out Frost Firebolt to replace it with Frost Orb. So that's part of their core spell kit now.
Really? Frost Orb? It's not going to be Frost Bolt? It's just going to be Frost Orb?
Yeah.
Frost Orb is going to replace Frost Firebolt. That's
So-
part.
Interesting.
Okay, so I think they'll still have Frostbolt, just not Frostfire anymore.
So the mastery with Frost, it's going to be Icicles. So, which everybody already knows the Icicles and everything like that. So when you deal damage with Frostbolt, 45. When you damage enemies with Frostbolt, 45% of the damage done is stored as an icicle with you for 30 seconds. Also increases damage that your water elemental does by 45%. Now, Up to 5 icicles are going to be able to be stored, and excess icicles will be automatically launched, and casting ice lance will cause any icicles to begin launching at the target. The really cool thing that I find is really awesome is the frost-specific talent that Blizzard talked about called Glacial Spike. What Glacial Spike is, it's 40-yard range, 1% mana, 3-second cast. So you conjure a massive spike of ice and merge your current icicles into it. It impales your target, dealing massive damage plus the damage stored in your icicles. Replaces the 5 icicles to cast. Also freezes the target in place for up to 4 seconds. Damage caused may interrupt the effect. The passive is Ice Lance no longer launches icicles. So you basically entomb somebody in ice, and then launch your icicles into the ice tome.
Fun.
It looks so much. It sounds so much fun.
I still, I prefer Frost over Arcane, but Fire.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a Frost Mage that I found leveling up through WoD was okay. I mean, I had no complaints. I liked having a little pet, but I like Fire more.
Yeah.
My only problem, the only reason I don't have a Mage at max level is I don't like any spec but Fire. But Fire leveling up at low level is awful.
Is
It
it?
doesn't do any damage. It does damage, but you don't have enough crit, and you just don't really have the spells to get over the top until roughly level 70.
Okay.
All right. So we are running a little bit long.
Yes, we are.
So we should probably.
We'll pause.
No, we're not going to pause.
No, we're just gonna rush.
We're gonna go through.
Pick this up next week.
What's that?
We can pick this up next week. It's not like it's going anywhere, and then it will give us another excuse to bring Hagen back, so he doesn't need to leave us.
Yeah, he's back next week.
Sweet. Come on.
I might be back anyway, just so I can report for Diablo.
Sweet. Yeah, man. Oh, hey, do you hear that?
Yes.
That's my son going to the washroom.
Well, before we leave, I want to talk about Warlocks. Just because.
Yes. You've been waiting all
I've
night.
been waiting all night to talk about Warlocks.
I guess so.
You don't even need to look at the notes. You're just gonna talk.
What's happening? What's going on with Warlocks? Nothing, right?
Well, nothing's really happening to Destruction.
That's right. One
basically the big major overhaul with them is all of those little resources that each spec had. It's gone. It's all going to mana and soul shards. What they used to have back before they went all this screwy stuff. Surprise,
Yep.
surprise. Which is actually something that I was going to mention on one of the other classes. Is that the combustion is going back to how it was in Wrath, where you'd use combustion, and basically what combustion does is it would increase your
crit
until
I don't know.
Back in Wrath, it would increase your crit when you hit combustion. It would keep on increasing your crit with each cast until you crit, or is it 2 crits in a row?
See, I never played Fire Mage back then.
Yeah.
I was with Cat and on.
But anyway, with Warlocks, resource change, mana and soul shards, more incentive. So Affliction looks like how it should have been back in Burning Crusades. Instead of Malefic Grasp and Drain Soul, Drain Life is going to be the filler. Apparently it better matches the Affliction identity. I think it's awesome because that's just more self-healing. So there's still Corruption, Agony, Unstable Affliction. Drain Life is your thing, your filler, and it increases your damage 50% for each of your Corruption, Agony, and Unstable Afflictions on the target. And then Potent Afflictions is your Mastery, which increases the damage of agony, corruption, and unstable affliction by 62.5%.
That's a lot of percent.
Yes.
Not why? What when they do stuff like that? Why? It makes me curious. Why didn't they just do 60%,
Well,
65%? Why 62.5?
I
You
think
know,
stuff like Haunt is going to be gone.
I would love to see their white, boards to see how they map it all out and all that stuff. Oh my god, that'd be fantastic.
So I think one of the cool affliction-specific talents that they talked about is Contagion. It's a passive, and after you cast Unstable Affliction, you can cast a second one for free within 3 seconds. So it's pretty cool. Destruction. Destruction is basically pretty much the same as it always has been. The only thing that really is changing is that the mastery. It used to be like a constant that your spells will deal a certain amount of extra damage. Now, and this is there's a bunch of people in the forums and that who are kind of ticked off about it. I'm not going to be playing destruction anyway, so it's not a big deal for me. But your destruction spells deal up to 40% additional damage randomly.
Randomly?
Randomly.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't like that.
That feels like the talent for arcane mages, where your charge goes up, your charge goes down, and you gotta time it right. And really, you don't look at it; you just go and attack.
I think the feel of it is because you are working with Fell Energy, with Chaos Bolt and stuff like that, and Fell Flame, that it is... it's not a constant thing. It is a very sporadic, very changing thing, and sometimes it's just not stable. So, the destruction specific talent, which I think is really cool, is Channel Doomfire or Demon Fire. 4.8% mana channeled for 12 and a 12-second cooldown, and it launches 15 bolts of fell fire at immolated enemies within 40 yards over 3 seconds. So it's kind of like whatever that spell is, Rain of Fire, but directed at the people that have immolate already. Excuse me. I think the biggest change that's coming on, and the one that I'm most excited about all around, is Demonology.
Mm-hmm.
Metamorphosis gone.
Don't need it.
Don't
That-
need it.
Don't need it.
Okay, so Shadow Bolt, it's there. You can generate one soul shard. Too many S's in a row there. Next thing, call Dreadstalkers. Cost 2 soul shards. Summon 2 ferocious Dreadstalkers to attack the target for 12 seconds. Next, Hand of Gul'dan. Everybody likes that, knows what it is. Costs 1 to 5 soul shards. Calls down a demonic meteor full of wild imps, which burst forth and attack the target for 12 seconds. Deals a strong amount of shadow damage to all enemies, and summons up to 5 wild imps. That's pretty cool. Demonic Empowerment. Empowers up to 3 of your active demons, where they're going to take the strongest ones first, with dark energies, increasing their haste and health by 50% for 12 seconds. Doom, which we already know what it is. Demon Wrath. Your demons crackle with demonic energy every 1 second. All enemies within 10 yards of your demons take minor shadow damage. Each time Demon Wrath deals damage, it has a 15% chance to generate a soul charge. May be channeled while moving. Now their mastery is Demonic Empowerment, which also increases the damage of your demons by 50%. But The best part that I am so excited about is the demonology specific talent.
Hmm.
It's called Implosion. 6% mana, instant cast, causes all of your wild imps to be violently yanked towards the target and then explode, dealing moderate shadow damage to all enemies near them.
The poor imps.
Oh, it's so it fits the class so well that you're using these, demons for what they should be. They're just an extra resource. They are what they are. They shouldn't be pets. They're just servants of the void, and you should be able to blow them up and explode them and throw them around.
So, when you were running your warlock, are you demonology? I didn't check when we ran.
No,
Was
I was affliction. My off spec is demonology.
okay.
I was demonology for most of. I really like demonology and I really like affliction. Back when in Cataclysm and in Wrath, I was strictly destruction. And I was a beast.
I have to say that out of all the classes and specs, I have only leveled demonology maybe halfway, and that was it. Everything else I'm familiar with. That's the only spec I don't really know. So I don't like when I saw that they were no longer going to become a demon. I thought people are going to be pissed off because they obviously gave that to the demon hunters as their thing, and they want it to be their thing and not have other classes have that too. And I thought warlocks were going to be pissed off.
Well, no, demonology should have always been around demons and not turning into a demon. Like, yeah, it would be nice being able to turn into a demon and tank, but hey, I can make a demon hunter and go do that anyway. So, what I wanted to happen, I'll just have to make a new class for. Oh well. Means that I'll be giving Blizzard more of my money to play another class so I can have two mains. Isn't that what they want anyway?
Oh
So
man.
I'm not mad. I'm not upset about it. I know some people are QQing about it, but it is what it is, and I think it brings it basically down to, what it should be. These demons, these malignant entities, are fully beholden to be empowered by the will of the warlock.
So,
And until
sir,
they're banished into the realm where they came from, they are going to do my bidding and explode all over everybody.
It's like a bad orgy.
Where everybody gets some on them.
I thought one of the interesting things when I was reading all the notes and stuff like that was that they did say they really need to have beta testing feed back on it. To me, that tells me they're not certain where they are with it. They need to know what changes they made. Like, does it feel good? Because I feel like they don't know. Um,
I
it's
just
gonna be interesting to see what happens through beta and what gets changed and what gets tweaked and stuff like that.
I think, I just hope, actually, I don't think, I hope that the amount of, stuff that they're putting towards changing the classes, which honestly they didn't really have to do. The classes were fine where they were. They didn't need to be having these tweaks and identity changes or back to what they were. What they needed to do, and the main reason why people were ticked in Warlords of Draenor, wasn't the classes. The classes were fine. It was the content, it was the story, it was the lore. It was after you finished your leveling experience,
It
you
just died.
had nothing left.
Yep.
The stuff that was left was gated between raiding content, and if you weren't a raider, you found that stuff on YouTube.
Yep.
So, if this is what they're looking at, if this is what the things that they're going to be doing, is all these other changes, and they don't touch on the story and on the lore. Like, I was talking to Alessandra about this the other day. and we were discussing, what some of the biggest changes and some of the biggest hurdles that they've had, and it's when it comes down to it, it's story and lore. Um, and I really hope that the amount of time and energy that they're putting towards this, they're putting towards the story and lore, because I know they have the biggest amount of people working in the Warcraft Warcraft that they ever have. So let's hope that it comes to fruition and that we do get some stuff other than a cutscene here or there, and in Nagrand when you finish a zone.
So
Yeah.
in Mists, where we had patch 5.1,
5.4.
no,
No?
5.1, when the Alliance and the Horde um, arrived on that beach, and you had to create the town. You had to go fight each other, and it advanced the story. It advanced the plot. Like once every couple of nights, you'd get more pieces of that. They lost that in WoD. It's just the questing lore was fantastic in Warlords, and then all of a sudden it just kind of stopped.
The
And could
only
no, hold on a second. Wait, and considering that we got 6.623 coming out right now, who knows when the next expansion is going to really come out? They definitely had time to let us have that Iron uh, Docks thing, where there were supposed to be a quest hub and all this kind of stuff.
yeah.
What happened to it? Like they missed a big piece of lore, and from there, I think they cut a bunch of stuff, and it left the story kind of. Why all of a sudden did we decide? Oh, we're gonna go fight with Garrosh now. Why? No, when you think about it, yes, it makes sense. But tell it, right?
Yeah.
Let us play through it and get invested in it.
The
Because
only real story that there was after is the ring quest and your garrison mission
Yeah.
every week if you did it.
you know,
And then
And
there
do no
was-
rings.
And there was what 3 months until Tanan came after people were
Yeah.
finished the garrison missions, where you could actually get more of that little story. It was sad, it was pathetic, and I really need to change the way it is when it comes to Legion. This is a really the story and the people that are coming back into this game are lore centric. They come from books. They come from Warcraft, Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2. These are people that we know from stories, from lore. If they don't, they're doing a complete injustice to themselves, and they're doing an injustice to this game and the people that play it. My 2
Yep.
cents. I had to get that off my chest. It's been bugging me, and I've been wanting to talk about it. Can you hear my wife?
I heard it mumble.
Yeah,
it sounded like
Yeah.
peanuts, man.
Yeah, that's basically what she was doing. She's going. "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
we need to see her on camera so we can say, give her a thumbs up. Uh-oh.
For being a peanut.
Here we go. Let's see. I know if you're listening, you can't really see this, but Richter is talking to his wife off camera. Like he's sitting there, but he's got himself muted.
Yeah, they
And-
want to talk to you.
Hey, come on over.
Okay, well,
Dang it.
Come on, Crystal.
I just wanted to give her a thumbs up.
she's in her jammies. She doesn't want to.
Oh.
Okay. That's okay.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm in my pajamas.
as the people in the chat room can see, you can see facebook.com/the Richter Scale is our Facebook. TheRichterScale.com is where you can find all of our content. Tweet us at the Richter Scale, or email us at therichterscale@gmail.com. Stone, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at WowChowNinjas, and the website is you can basically do the Iron Man challenge at wowchallenges.com. You can also find me with some Richter guy at Azeroth Uncultured with Luth Vienna, where we talk about pop culture and the world of Azeroth and all that stuff.
Yes.
And Reagan, you can find if you want to. I really highly suggest anybody who'd like to talk with Reagan um, to add his BattleNet.
Yes.
He needs some friends, uh,
I've added you as a friend.
Yeah.
and you know he needs somebody to love.
No, good.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, Reagan, where can people stalk you?
Well, on my BattleNet, Stunprefo, STUNPREFO. That thing there, 1886.
Yep. He does have a Twitter. He doesn't use it.
Nah.
Yeah. You can find me at on Twitter at Mr. Rhino RYENO. You can also find me at on a podcast called Azeroth Uncultured. We just had our second episode on Friday, and that airs every 2 weeks, where we talk about all the pop culture and whatnot that is in the world and is in WoW. Now, if you'd like to also find me, I've got a new venture on geeksandgeeklets.com, where I'll be starting posting more, not just World of Warcraft things, but other things in general. Geek stuff, some stuff that I'm doing with my geeklets and such. And my first post will probably be up tomorrow. As for the show, we will be back in a week. I know that Reagan said that we said that this might be Reagan's last show. He'll be back next week. He'll be back as long as I keep on calling him.
I might show up here and there. Like, I'm not saying... Just sometimes I just won't be able to show up. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. If it's real life, man, everybody's got real life problems, and that's okay. You got things to do, that's okay. But if it's a matter of not having time to play game, that's okay, man. There's tons of podcasters out there that don't play. Tons.
That's why we got patch
Trust me.
notes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, we will be back in a week, next Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What's that? 10 p.m. Eastern for you
10
plebs.
East- Yep, 10 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Atlantic.
Yep. And our music is and bumpers are from purpleplanet.com. For more bumpers, singers, and such, visit purpleplanet.com and get you some music. That'll be it for us. For me, ciao.
Ciao. Again.
All right.
Claire.
Guys, look how sexy my barb looks.
This is so sexy.
Look at him.
Just
I can't-
stay with. Don't leave me alone with this guy.
On a side note, I've had to shit for an hour. I'm gonna be right back.
Dude, you should have just gone, man.
No, I've held up.
And I was like, oh man. I actually my back started to hurt so bad because I had to take a leak. That's why it hurt.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have Steam?
I do. Okay, Julia talking about these weapons. I don't do transmog. I might do transmog in the next expansion because it's easy to do, but I find it's like a gold sink. I don't want to waste my gold. I'd rather spend my gold on buying game time, so I don't have to pay. Some cheap bastard.
I've had this delicious salad sitting in front of me for this last 2 hours.
Salad. Bliss.
No, I'm a fat bastard and I need to eat my salad.
You're not a fat bastard.
Well, one begs to differ.
If anybody calls you a fat bastard, tell them to go to hell. Whoa, EA Sports UFC cover, or UFC 2 cover revealed to feature Ronda Rousey. Does the cover curse prevail? I guess it does. Wow, because she got her ass kicked last night, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
she got rocked.
yeah, I was sad because I really like her. I like that she just kicks ass, and I like that she's so. Um, sh this woman's got spunk to her, and will not take no. Right, and she'll just do it. She's great. I don't know much about this other girl that won.
Holly Holm.
Yeah, I hope she's as good as far as promoting herself and stuff. Like I don't know. I really liked Raw Diversity. I liked her a lot. I think I've said that like 3 or 4 times now. Yeah, man. Yeah, so Torn Think Tank was talking about pre-show butt stuff. Yep. I was.
No, Eric's not leaving. He's just he has to. He might not be here in as many episodes, like every single week. Me and Stone will be, but he's just needing to take some time to do more other stuff. He doesn't feel like he's contributing, but I feel like he is. So it's a personal problem, and it's personally not going to come and bug me. I'm going to personally kick his ass though if he does.
Yeah, and like I was saying, there like when you think of things like Sarath Round Table, John Jagger does not play anymore, but he's still doing the pod. He's still doing the podcast, right?
Well, he plays other things, and they talk about other things too.
Yeah, they do other stuff, and for him, he can still play D3.
Yep.
Right, and you don't have to pay a subscription for that at all.
All right, I need to go put my children to bed, so I'll be back in a few.
Wait, you're leaving me by myself?
Yes, entertain the crowd.
Go off the air?
Yeah, entertain them.
What a son of a bitch! Wow, he just kind of left me here. All right, what can I do? I can check my auctions, but you can't see it. You'll be able to hear it. You should be able to hear it, I would think. You'll hear the gold coming in. I hope so. Where's my... Oh no, I don't want to create a new character. I gotta go on my auction house character. Maybe I have to turn the volume up on my auction house character. I'm the only guy here. So it's fantastic. Yeah, my sound is muted. There. You should be able to hear my characters in game. And come on, load up. Ah, only 2 things. What the? Come on. All right, let's try a different character. Let's try a different one here. If I could share my screen with you guys, I would. But Ryan Richter didn't do that. I gotta stop using real names. So I am a cheap date. I've had 2 beer. I am like done. You could probably do anything to me and I probably wouldn't care. That's just how I roll. I'm very, very, very cheap date. And I didn't get a lot of gold on that one either. Son of a bitch. I like to say son of a bitch a lot. Usually, so these ones, I used to drink like the 5% beer. And then I was like, and then I had this great thought. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. why not do? Oh well, hold on. I just saw in the chat here. Flipper and Transmog. So, yeah, okay. So here's the thing. On a lot of my characters, I take uh, garrison resources and change it into like mats, so like ores and herbs and the skins and all that stuff, and basically sell those and the dust and all that stuff, and any greens I get, I put up on the auction house up to 5 times. After 5 times, I will go and if it doesn't sell, I will go and disenchant them and go sell that. So it's I just throw everything at the auction house. I just give me gold. Give me gold. I don't want to pay for my game. I'm a cheap bastard and a cheap drunk. And I'm trying to get the last heirloom item out of my oil or my shipyard. I need one more, and it's the what is it here? Where's the rings? No. It's the signet of the third fleet. It's the intellect ring. That's the last one I need. I will love when I get that. Then once I get that, I will not be doing shipyards anymore. Wow, that's loud, and it's probably louder than what you thought than what I thought it was going to be. So let's drop it down to 20%. Oh, there's a treasure map I'm going to get. I'm just trying to waste time while you've paid after your first month. I pay per 6 months because it's cheaper, because I know I'll be playing, so I might as well just throw it all up there. But because I buy the gold, it just keeps bumping the next payment date up, so I don't have to really pay. Oh, look at all the gold. 400 gold, 400 gold, 300 gold, 300. I likey. But no XP missions for my guys, which, alright, it's just fine. I don't need. There, you can send them all. I am currently in my guild that I don't think I'm going to be. I'll be here, but not doing a whole lot, just raiding once in a while. But I think I'm more convert to raid now. They're a good bunch. Both guilds, they're a good bunch, but I think overall, convert to raid kind of fits what I need, and the people there are pretty good. And you can't see what I'm doing in here, but I'm making myself dizzy because I am drunk. I will admit I am drunk right now. Yep. Oh, I can't recruit anyone. I guess I recruited somebody already this week. Somehow my session with Transmog paid off. Okay, so that's actually pretty good because I don't know a lot about Transmog. I know there's a list of stuff that I keep my eye out for. Wow. Hey, Regan, what's going on, buddy?
Happening.
I'm talking by myself to our wonderful chat room and playing Warcraft and trying to not be boring, but I'm not doing a good job. So glad you're back. So, dude, you can be our D3 guy.
Well, that's cool. What I have been.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's nothing bad. Because this is a podcast about Blizzard, right? It's not just WoW.
Yeah.
I mean, when you guys talk about D3, I'm just like, oh, I have no idea because I didn't buy any of the expansions, but that's okay. Come on, man.
You should definitely try it though. One of these days.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a matter of buying the expansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, it goes on sale a lot, like really cheap.
I need to get my ass in gear, I guess, and keep an eye out for it.
Yeah. I'm actually trying out some of the new areas right now.
and trying to make my barbarian build that I really want to play and work
Oh, excuse me.
like better.
So Julia has been. Is it? Yeah,
It's Julie.
or Julia?
Julie.
Julie. So she's been buying her tokens ever since. Yeah. Because I mean, why pay if you don't have to?
Yeah. Well, she makes enough gold.
Yeah, I'm. Like I was saying, I've decided to. Oh, I've got stuff here. All right, I've got. I'm kind of going convert to raid now, and and less with my current guild. I'm not G quitting or anything, but I'm just not going to be playing with them as much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be focused on the other side of the factions because I've been horde for since I started. I just started horde up like with a Forsaken rogue until like level 35, and then I quit the game because I didn't know anybody and I couldn't level. I didn't know what the hell to do, and then BC came out and we rolled. We went Alliance, and I was Alliance all the way up until the end of Wrath. And then Kata came out and I did Horde, and I've been Horde ever since. And now it's like I'm going back to Alliance. But
I've played everywhere. Horde Alliance, Horde Alliance, Horde Alliance.
Yeah, I mean, like I've still got characters on the other side. It's just for me to like if I'm really gonna jump over to convert to raid and make that my main guild like 100%, which I want to, I have to bring my main horde
Over there.
because I have all wraps on there and I'm not grinding those damn things again. There's just no way. So I've got to go that way, and it's just now it's a matter of time before I get the money and to get a character suitable and to find another tank because apparently I'm one of only 2 tanks in my guild, and if I leave, they're going to be pissed off at me. So it's not like even I could just drop guild and still raid with them because I'm going to faction transfer too. It's like I would not be able to raid with them at all. So it'd be a bad spot, and I feel bad. So. Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've played everything when it comes to WoW. Every class, every race, every faction. It doesn't. I'm not for any specific race. I don't care, or not race, but faction.
Yeah, I know there's some people that are like hardcore, but cares.
In the PVE world, I would prefer Horde mainly because they just have better classes for PVE, in my opinion.
Well, they got bumps too, eh? Like they got boosted or they got buffs in 6.2 or 6.2.1 or whatever it was, or 6.2.2. And that was to help make people want to play them more. And I'm thinking, people don't want to play Horde? The hell! All right.
Did you guys see when the bikes came out, the votes on Horde over Alliance?
Well, the Horde bike was awesome. It was great.
But the votes were like 90 to 10. Like
it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad. Holy crap, that's a lot of legendaries. Okay. Loot all those.
It's weird they actually had the 2 real bikes there.
Yeah, that was actually really cool.
BlizzCon. It was like, oh my god.
Oh, they had them at the BlizzCon?
Yeah, it was very shy, very, very shy. So it's hard to take a picture with them because of the light glaring. Should have a picture somewhere, but it was. I don't think it came out very good.
Oh, Ryan's back.
Oh, Ryan, thanks, buddy.
What?
He's sitting there like he's smoked a fat one. Wow. Okie dokie. Eric, go look at chat.
Nothing. Oh wait.
Is that right? Am I on crack or what?
think it might have just been from Ryan to you because I don't see anything.
No, it's in our chat window. You go. I typed it in here.
Mm,
All right. Okay. See you later, Julia. Julie, damn it. Bad.
I don't see anything.
After Ryan posted a picture.
I didn't see that picture.
Ryan, did you see what I typed? You son of a bitch. Why is he not talking? Why is
I have
Ryan
no
not?
idea.
I think he muted himself. I read that. No. Oh. Who's sending me stuff?
Yes, I did mute myself by accident.
I didn't. I didn't get anything. Dang.
Yeah, scroll up a little bit, you motherfucker.
There's nothing there.
Nothing that
Yeah.
Stone said?
No.
Oh,
So
I
just give
see.
answer yes or no, Ryan.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was yes.
Could be.
What's happening?
You and
I
Julie.
don't sit there.
He's wondering what's the whole deal.
I don't want to say on the air,
Oh, I don't care.
and we are on the air. Well, I don't know, man. Just curious.
What's happening? Well, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
It's nosy like that. I'm nosy like that.
Hey,
Oh, that's good.
what class are you playing there?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Death Knight, but I'm just running around, jumping up and down on my mount.
Like a pleb?
Yeah.
These are interesting. I didn't know these existed.
Okay.
New bracers.
I'm gonna go to bed. It's after 12 here, and I need to be up for the kids, because then I'm gonna go back to sleep. Because I'm an old man. Let's see what's going on with this damn guild. There's only 2 people online, and one guy is actually only on with his like mobile app. Like it's just who joined it? Moena joined the guild, and then how many people we got now? Oh man, this is actually the lowest it's been in a long time. 318. That's a lot.
Uh-oh.
And they don't see nothing wrong with that, right? And they just keep going. Nothing wrong, just carry on. It's not. And I try to do a lot, and nobody wants to do it. So my wife,
Whew, almost died.
right? I'm not going to bother anymore.
Yeah.
That's what convert to raid is. I'm going to convert to raid. That's why I've been leveling over there. So.
All right. Well, I'll turn off the stream here.
Yep. I will.